So we can't hear the music, but it's playing music, right?
No, there's no music playing. Because I have to turn it off.
You have to turn it off. Oh, I thought there was music playing.
Well, if I turn it on, then I have to turn it off.
Oh, okay.
I could have. Show your face, show your face.
We can hear you.
I forgot.
Happy Sunday and welcome. It's the Queen. If you haven't been here before, please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, all the things. How's everybody doing? No, that's not Amber's dog. That is our babies, Liam and Sadie. That was actually Sadie barking. How's it going? Sarah, Angela, MTT. Is everybody having a great Sunday? What have y'all been doing this weekend? Running the YouTube streets, getting some sunshine. I'm not going to show my face. I'm not going to show my face. I'm going to let y'all see these beautiful, beautiful flowers. Has anybody been planting any flowers? Yard work? Yes. Let me tell you, hoeing is hard on a 40-year-old. I did like 15 minutes of hoeing and was down for 2 days. No joke. Great day. Been crafting. Made a porch sign for my friend who is moving soon. That's awesome. One of those long welcome porch signs. Sarah says, I'm painting. Haven't been in the YouTube streets too much this weekend. Well, you just get blocked. You just get blocked when you're in the streets. So that's why you got to stay in the bushes. I prefer to sit on the patio. You get chiggers when you hang out in the bushes. I like those, speaking of signs, I like those tall welcome signs. Those are very, very popular down here. But speaking of signs, we need someone who is crafty to purchase or to make Sarah Z a now modding in progress sign for her front door, or maybe possibly all the doors in her home. So hoeing is hard. Hoeing's hard. It was a lot easier when you were young. So I did get the pleasure of seeing Nellie this weekend. And also, I'm not even lying about this, Dog the Bounty Hunter was there. Are you teasing about a porch sign? Yeah, Sarah Z needs door hangers for every room in her house because she mods for some very important YouTube channels, and she needs 29 signs. Do you have 29 doors in your house, Sarah? Now I'm beginning to get offended because you said you didn't have room for me to come stay with you. And apparently you have an estate if you have 29 doors. Stop. Did you ask dog if he had Sia's autograph? Well, okay, so let me tell you this. Um, as some of you may know, I am very thrifty, and I would not pay the $15 for the up close parking. So I may have been in the back of a golf cart when Dog the Bounty Hunter um, was getting pointed out. So although I did get VIP treatment and get, you know, drove in the golf cart right up to the gate, like, the royalty I am. I didn't get to ask Dog about. I mean, I had a lot of questions for Dog actually, and I did search for him later on in the night because I wanted Dog to know if he was on the Pizzagate, if he could help us with Pizzagate. Angela said she knew she should have came to Angela. I told you. And if you were just willing to speed a little bit, you could have made it. You could have made it because I didn't get there until like after 7. So you could have made it. You didn't want to try hard enough. That would have been funny, right? I could have went live and been like, Dog, I need your help. I need your help. We have a very important matter. We have some YouTube Pizzagate. And do you think if I went live with Dog the Bounty Hunter, do you think that would have gotten me on Joe and Busy, on Sip and Key? Because, I mean, that's really how you know that you've made it in this community, right? And maybe that would get me up to 170 subs. So I keep getting subs and then losing them. So I don't know. I don't know if that's YouTube, or I don't know if that's maybe mod chats turning against me. I don't know. He probably knows about pineapple Hawaiian pizzas too. Yeah, probably, because I mean he lived in Hawaii. So those are probably his favorite pizzas. So he probably would have been, took personal interest in that. I don't know. I don't know. Hey Jules, how's it going? We were just talking about a Dog the Bounty Hunter was at the Nelly concert this weekend that I was out. And we were just talking about what a missed opportunity, how I failed us because we could have had Dog on the Pizzagate case. The popular YouTubers are who? I don't know, Angela. I don't know. You tell me. I love when you send me links to some of the YouTube channels you have suggested. Have been quite entertaining. So I don't know. I am still learning. I'm finding new ones every day. There is this one lady that I occasionally watch, and she's always talking about scooters. That's like, I don't know what community it is, but she calls like her followers or whatever. I don't know. They're always talking about scooters and parking their scooters and hanging out. Hey, SM, how's it going? We're just having some tea and sitting on the porch and bullshitting. But yeah, and then I listened to this other creator, and for her memberships, you get to pick out a trailer. You get a trailer in the trailer park, and so I think that is a really good idea for memberships. So it's too bad somebody's already. You want Bald and Bankrupt? Oh, I watch Bald and Bankrupt. Oh, what's that? I hope you're not trying to find your next husband on Bald and Bankrupt, because that's not what we're looking for. That's for looking for the opposite of that. We're looking for, like, hot and 401k. So, what else has been going on? Anybody watch Saturday Night Live last night? They lost 2 of their members. Pete is no longer with them, and Kate Kennan. So do you think Pete quit because Kim made him? The ITT department is shaking their head. Yes, he thinks he thinks 4 are leaving. Oh, really? 4 are leaving? They only announced 2. Did I miss 2 others? SM? Please share. Sarah says SNL hasn't been funny for years. Angela says Balls. So cool. One guy, sometimes his buddy traveling everywhere, use shit in international hoods. Oh, okay. Well, I'll check that out. 80 and Kyle Money are leaving too. Oh, okay. I don't really watch SNL. My husband shares clips, so he picks out the funny skits and we watch that. It used to be so good when I was a youngin'. I'm sure that wasn't very long ago though, Sarah. Just a few years ago, right? Angela says SNL kind of sucks too. Well, I mean, I don't feel any kind of certain way about that. I was just sharing the news that they were leaving. I don't give a fuck. So, Dennis is lame. Oh, Angela. Well, Sarah says I'm 40. Well, Angela, we wouldn't want to have to get you blocked or put you in timeout. The ITT department, the ITTT department might not take very kindly to that. That might be considered bullying.
How do I get her back?
Or they might, she's blocked for 5 minutes. You can't get her back. I don't know.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. He blocked you, and now we're not sure how to unblock you. Oh, Sarah Z says, who is Dennis? Wouldn't you like to know, Sarah? Well, we don't like to dox people on this channel, Sarah. But, oh, the hubby. Do you think you have everything figured out? Is he the hubby? Oh, shit. Is he the hubby? Or maybe he's the gardener. See all these beautiful flowers? You don't think I did that? I told you 15 minutes of hoeing had me down for 2 days. I have the back problems. Oh, Angela, I'm so sorry. Well, see if somebody tell us how to get Angela out of timeout. Okay, Cheryl. Oh my God. I was just telling him about that, which that's funny. I've told him before about that, but earlier this week, the LLC, as I'll refer to her, showed that video, which I hadn't seen before, of when it was exposed that they were married. Oh, so funny. But the cat's out of the bag. They know now. I mean, there's nothing we can do. Sarah Z has figured it out. And they know your name.
Do they have my IP address?
I don't know. Do you have our IP address? That's what he wants to know. The ITT department, I think we've been compromised. I will tell you, Cosmic Crazy, how's it going? Good to have you. Welcome. Pull up a seat, get you some tea. I wasn't gonna come find me, Sarah. I'm gonna come find you as soon as I get your signs ready. All 28 of them. I'm gonna come find you because that's gonna be way too expensive to ship. So might be cheaper just to, gas money. Wasn't gonna mention this, but now that we have some people in time out. Might be a good time to mention it. Appreciated the pizza. Thank you. Uh, get you some friends that send you paid for pizza. Okay. 29. 29. Oh, you need 29 door hangers. I gotcha. 29. Uh, someone was asked how old they were. They were like, I'm 29. They obviously not 29. What else do we have? If I don't, I'm trying to think if any of you in the chat have. Well, I don't think any of you in the chat have like little ones, but maybe somebody on the replay does. If you have any little like school age kids at home this summer, kids bowl free. Look that up. If you have a participating bowling alley near you, they can literally bowl like 2 games all summer for free. So if that's not a program that you're familiar with, I highly recommend it, and it really is actually free. So it's just Google it, kids bowl free. There were no charges pressed against Mike Tyson for that JetBlue incident. That is good to know. I'm sure a lot of you were very worried about that, about Mike Tyson's legal problems. I don't know what the ITT department's doing, so I can't see any of the comments currently. Okay, SM says she'll look into it. Yeah, it really is. And usually there is a participating bowling alley pretty close to you, unless you live like out in bumfuck like I do right now. So, and then also they're on anyway. It's just, yeah, look it up. And somebody tell Colby about it, because I bet there's one close to her, and I know her kid likes to do stuff. I've been meaning to tell her, and I just haven't seen her. Oh, yes. So the prison guard that ran off with the prisoner, I'm sure everyone has heard about that, and felt like an hour. Oh, she's out of timeout. Yes, well, now I'm. When's the last time 5 minutes felt like an hour, Angela? Okay. So anyway, the prison guard that ran off with the prisoner, right? We all know how that ended. And do y'all hear that lighter? Do y'all hear that? Does that sound familiar? That remind you of anybody? And that's not me with the lighter, by the way. That is the ITT department. Anyway, the prison guard that ran off with the prisoner, and we all know how that ended. And I have questions about that, like why they booked 14 days in the same place. Whatever. But my question to you all, and if you're watching the replay, please feel free to leave in the comments. What is the craziest thing that you have done for love? Obviously, you're not going to trump what that lady did, or maybe you have. Maybe you successfully broke out a prisoner, and you're living with your prisoner right now that you broke out. And then if so, you're probably not going to share that. But got married. That's what I was thinking, MTT, when I was thinking. But anybody else care to share? What do you care to share? What's the craziest thing you've done for love? I can think of like what's the craziest thing other people have done for love. I had more fun doing that, like gotten people's names tattooed on them, co-signed for cars for people they're not married to. I had a whole list going the other day. Moved to Georgia, didn't like it, came back. Nothing. I'm not the love type, Sarah says. The craziest thing I've done for love. I bought what are those really big snakes? What is it? boa constrictors.
Yeah.
I bought a huge one for a boyfriend, and I was absolutely terrified of it. And we would have, to feed it live mice, and it would sometimes get out of its cage. And so I would like climb on the kitchen counter and call him to come get that snake, or I would leave. But then I wouldn't want it to hide somewhere and lose sight of it. So mostly I would just, stay on the kitchen counter and keep it in sight. Yeah. So buying the snake, definitely a bad idea. But yeah, nobody's really sharing. I know somebody in this chat, there's 7 of y'all, paid someone's tax lien. Yes, girl. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Somebody has paid somebody's child support. They have somebody has done something. There is somebody right now listening to this that has an ex's name tattooed on them that is still paying on a piece of jewelry they have bought someone.
Everybody paying on jewelry.
Er,
Not me.
we ain't paying no jewelry.
But everybody is. Lots of people are.
Yeah, I mean, don't buy jewelry on credit. If you can't pay cash for jewelry, you don't need it that bad. It was probably a lien from child support. I know that's right. Speaking of child support, Flavor Flav done got himself in a situation with some child support. And at first, I had no sympathy. And then I read the article. It said that he was $80,000 behind. Angela says she's over jewelry. Sarah says, I'm not paying on jewelry. SM said she had a baby. Well, I had 2 babies, but it wasn't because of love, girl. That was something besides love. I mean, I love the babies, but
Whiskey.
one of them was perfect margaritas and the other one was white Russians. But, I call the oldest one Jose, and, we'll call the little one Tito. But anyway, Angela, honey, I don't know why you're over jewelry. It's like a man, you just hadn't found the right one yet. Girl, I will take you to the jewelry store. You just haven't found it. You just haven't found the right one yet. 80K might be 8 months for him. Okay, we're going to get back to that. So he was 80K behind. So his child support is $3,000 a month. But I guess she didn't take him to child support court until the baby was 2. And so he had arrears for $79,000 to start off. And then her lawyer is $100,000. So, them arrears will get you every time. So he's already paid $40,000 towards her lawyer fees. But so I know some of you, some people out there really love Flavor Flav. They go back in time. Yes, they do, girl. They go back in time, no matter when you find out about the kid. So if you don't find about a kid until they're 15, 18, whatever, it's called retroactive. So yes. So he was already in the arrears when they went to court. So, and he agreed to pay for her medical expenses and stuff. So, but his child support's $3,000 a month. So if you're thinking about having a baby with Flavor Flav, which I know there is someone who that's their goal. They have mentioned several times they would love to have Flavor Flav's baby. Yeah, $3,000 a month in child support is what the latest baby's mama's getting, and he owes her $80,000 in arrears. So that's that news. So, but if y'all happen to think of what's the craziest thing you've done for love, please Still taking those comments because I know you're sitting there thinking about it. What is the craziest thing you've done for love? So, has anybody been doing any spring cleaning? Y'all been getting rid of stuff? I'm way too old for babies unless they're grands. Well, I mean, you don't want no grandbabies yet, though. You're ready to, you're single and ready to mingle. So you don't want no grandbabies yet. Don't even be putting that out there. No grandbabies yet. But I do hear that they are wonderful. You get to spoil them and then send them home. Send them home. Did anybody have any graduations? Lots of graduations this weekend. I spring clean every day. Love it. Oh, yeah, I've been doing that for a while. Love the spring purge. Been painting, organizing, all that fun stuff. Yes, I had the bright idea of cleaning the refrigerator last weekend, like moving it and cleaning behind it and all that good stuff. Um, the moving it didn't happen, but I did get like the um the door shelves. They were not something I would be proud of. And we also, when I say we, I mean, you know, the unnamed one, uh, moved the treadmill from the sunroom to the garage. And that was something I had Sarah says I had a yard sale a few weeks ago and donated the rest of the stuff. Had a graduation yesterday. So many people. Yes. Graduations are like, I'm so happy for the people graduating, but does anybody really like, I just want to go to the parties, the after party. My daughter is graduating from college in a social worker program. Awesome. Congratulations. Social work is so important. Congratulations. I'm sure you're so proud of her. Hey, Diamond Girl, how's it going? Is unmanned a menace?
Unnamed.
Unmanned.
Unnamed. Named.
Oh. What's that mean?
Unnamed a menace.
Oh. Thank you for translating. Sometimes he is. She'll be working for Indigenous Child Services. That's awesome. I'm sure you are. We worry so much about getting I tell my kids, like, I just want them to grow up to the world. Like, that's even a plus. I need a translator. It's okay. He's my translator for everything. I don't know. It happens. You're back. Yeah, she got out a little while ago. Oh, we lost connection? Oh. Oh, so yeah, spring cleaning. I really need to get rid of clothes. I have a really hard time doing that. Um, I was waiting to see if the unnamed one had a comment for that. I have a senior next year. What's that costing these days? I'm pretty sure $1 million. Didn't hear what you said about your kid. Oh, I don't know. Just that I hope they grow up to be responsible adults. And if they choose to give back to the world, that would be a plus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure being a senior costs $1 million these days. Have no idea. We had two family members, well, distant family members graduate the past one this weekend, one last weekend. So I don't even have any idea. I don't even know if like all the things are the same. If they still do all the same events. My friend's daughter is going away to university, and I think she told me $850 a semester to stay on residence. That is cheap. That is, oh my goodness, that is very, very cheap. Um, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Did anybody else have anything that they wanted to talk about? Just thought I would jump on here and say hello. Yeah, that sounds very affordable. Very affordable. Angela, do you have anything to say about student loans? You feel any certain kind of way about that? My girl stayed in our city for school. Yeah, I never lived on campus. I attended some of the best community colleges our state had to offer. One of my new favorite country songs, the opening line in it is, I'm just trying to keep my daughters off the pole and my sons out of jail. My significant other does not enjoy, yes, yes, pay your bills. Oh, is that what you have to say about your student loans? Pay your bills? Yeah, but surprisingly, that the hubby did not enjoy this song. It's called AA. Did not enjoy. I can't even remember the guy's name that sings it because I I just I flip through. I listen to all different. Obviously, I listen to all different kinds. Walker Hayes, AA. But yeah, give it a listen. Even if you don't like country music, give it a listen. He's another lyric that I loved was live way way down in Alabama where they love what is it? Love Pat or what's his name? Nick Saban. So not to dox myself, but I'm sure I've said it before. We live in Alabama, and if you don't know, Nick Saban is the coach of the football, and he's God down here. Everything shuts down on Saturday for the college football, and it's all roll tide, and it's a whole thing. And if you don't know, you move down here, and I just don't give a fuck. And like people literally ask you at the store, like what team you're for. You're either Alabama or Auburn. It's either Roll Tide or War Eagle. Teach them to follow through with handshakes and contracts. Teach them life's free, and they will next file bankruptcies, repose bounce checks, follow through as a way of life. That's what we're teaching the kids, Angela. Yeah. Football isn't popular here. Hockey is though. Right. Yeah. In Canada. See, I like hockey. And when we lived in Nashville, they have a hockey team, the Predators. And so I'm not really into sports, but if I had to pick a sport, hockey would be it. But yeah. And college football is not really our thing. So this household, we're a Steelers family. So I married into that. So that's who we support. Go Steelers. Did that sound good? Yeah. We support the Steelers and USA. And Sarah says, go Bucks. Yeah. and he watches golf, which is the absolutely most boring thing I think ever, but it's so pretty. They have like that pretty green grass and pretty flowers, and they're always in wonderful, gorgeous destinations. But I don't understand anything of it, but it's something he likes to do. Everybody needs a hobby, right? Everybody needs a hobby that is not fucking with other people. Must be exhausting. I like NASCAR parties and some football because they have fabulous snacks. Yes, and I like to eat. See, that's funny, Angela, because I like to make food for whatever he's watching. Like, I like football season because I like to make, little spreads. I like to make the potato skins and the wings and the stuff like that. But, there's not really like golf food for the what is the golf thing that just happened? The Masters. For the Masters, apparently they serve pimento cheese sandwiches down there in Georgia. But yeah, like, I don't know. We'll talk about the NASCAR later, Angela, though. Yes, name those snacks. Well, I like to make homemade potato skins with crispy bacon and chives on top, maybe with a side of sour cream. Also like wings, cheese sticks, fried pickles, corn nuggets, basically anything fried. Oh, fried green tomatoes. Yes, it is farmer's market time. So excited. I love a farmer's market. Love a farmer's market. Sarah says stop. Stop because ranch. I'm going to need ranch. We need a large side of ranch stat. A large side of ranch. Yeah, because I mean, all those things go with ranch. Right now, Sonic has pickle fries. And I had never had pickle fries before. I had had like the fried pickle spears, and I had had the fried pickle chips, but I had never had pickle fries. So, yes, delicious. And as always, if you have the Sonic app, drinks are 50% off. It's always happy hour at the Sonic. So Sonic has those good pretzels. Buttermilk Ranch, Diamond Girl says. Buttermilk Ranch. So yeah, we grilled out chicken and asparagus this afternoon. And I'm going to tell you, like, I try not to be a Karen, for lack of a better word. And if you haven't watched the video on here that I have that says I was a Karen once, definitely watch it. It's a funny story. Were they good? We actually haven't ate yet. But I did a Walmart order and they sent me chicken thighs they sent me boneless, skinless chicken thighs instead of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I got really probably too upset about it. Then I should 17 miles one way, try these pickle fries. Well, like if you happen to be out that way for something else, they'll probably have them, I would say, through the summer. I'll let you know when they're going away. But yeah, I was probably way more pissed over these chicken thighs than I should be, but I don't really care for chicken thighs. I like the boneless chicken breasts. So I don't know if anybody else can, feels me on this, but I should be grateful that I have something to eat because there's people out there in the world. See, Thank you. Thank you. There's people out there in the world that don't even have anything to eat. I should just be happy. Should just be happy with you know, Sonic does have the good hospital ice. They do. And you can buy the bags of ice because this lady was getting it put in her trunk the other day when I was there. Was loading up her trunk with the ice. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm glad that y'all agree with me about the chicken breast and the thighs. I thought maybe it was just me. You know, I did have the hubby put barbecue sauce on them. What, bags of it? Yeah, you can buy bags of it. I don't know how much it is, but you can buy bags of the Sonic ice. You can also buy gallons of McDonald's sweet tea, but I wouldn't recommend because it's like $4 and something. And you can make sweet tea at home for so cheap. But yeah, you can buy bags of Sonic ice. Let's go on a Sonic ice and pickle fries diet. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't live on just Sonic ice and pickled fries alone. Need some substance. Can we have something poured over that Sonic ice? Can I have some sweet tea poured over my Sonic ice? So y'all can come out of the bushes. We won't bite. My friends, looks like a 2 gallons. I mean, the thing is McDonald's sweet tea is pretty much a sure thing. You go some places and you don't know if their tea is going to be good or not. And for those of you that are watching this that don't live, well, I guess McDonald's has sweet tea everywhere, right? Are they known for their sweet tea now, or does the McDonald's up north have sweet tea? I can remember when I was very young, we went to Minnesota and I went somewhere and I asked for a sweet tea and they laughed at me. And I will never forget that. And they gave me an unsweet tea and sugar packets. And I just looked at them and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I've never seen her eat food, just drink their tea. 2 gallons a day, 4 cups, no ice, pure stop. Wow. Like, she's hardcore. She is hardcore. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anybody in here that lives up north? Can you answer that for us? Does the McDonald's up north carry sweet tea? Or on the West Coast? Or in Canada? Do they have McDonald's in Canada? That might be a stupid question. Iced tea from Lipton. But do you have okay, like the Lipton tea is sweet. Yeah, I live on sweet tea. I had in Canada. I had a friend over once, and I was like, "You want a glass of tea?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I poured her a big glass, and she about died. She was like, "I didn't realize it was going to have sugar in it." I was like, "Honey," I was like, "You're in Tennessee." I was like, "Somebody gives you tea, it's going to have sugar in it." I was like, "Unless they say unsweet tea," I was like, "It's going to have sugar." It's always interesting. I'm always interested in learning regional differences. That's the fun thing about traveling. I swear I think of a million things. want to talk about, and then I get on here, I can't think of anything. Has anybody been watching? I used to go to Boblo Island in Canada. Cool. Is that where you met one of your husbands at, Angela, or just doing a little vacay in there? I know everybody's been watching the Johnny and Amber trial and, all that, and everybody's been covering it. But has anybody been watching that Nancy Brophy? She's a romance novelist that's on trial in Seattle for killing her husband. And it's been going on. It's like on day 20th something. Anybody? Her husband worked at the Culinary Institute in Seattle. And this trial has just been dragging out, but I can't stop like popping in to see what's going on. I really wish the Amber and Johnny trial would. Well, Sarah, you need to. Yeah, I think you work too much. You work too much, and it's keeping you from the important stuff. Well, my family, both sides from Michigan, first generation Southerner. Well, so this woman is I'll just give you the short play. This woman is a romance novelist. I mean, they weren't like amazing books or anything. A lot of people from the community are without power yesterday in Southern Ontario. There was a bad storm. I believe 5 or more people passed away from falling trees. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. So she wrote a few romance books, this woman, Nancy Brophy. And her husband worked at the Culinary Institute in Seattle, and he got shot at the Culinary Institute. And they literally have video footage of her car, like on traffic cam, going by the school. And it's one of those, like, you just wonder why it's taken 20 something days. She also sold insurance because she wasn't that great. The novels did not sell. She sold insurance, and she had a lot of insurance policies on him. So that, was allegedly the motive. But I just feel like they're asking stupid questions that's dragging this out. Like, where did you keep the mixer? How many pounds of sugar did y'all have? Like, what does this have to do with it? He was shot in the back. Like, we know he wasn't killed with a mixer. At some point, I feel like we're playing Clue. Do you remember that game Clue? Like the librarian, or whoever was killed in the library with a candlestick. So, but I just I really want to see how it ends. So, and I had been waiting for her testimony, and she's a talker. And so like, she's just long-winded and telling all these stories, and her lawyer is long-winded and tells stories too. And it's just, I'm sure she's guilty. I'm sure they're going to find her guilty, but I just want to know. Hey, Susan, how are you doing? Welcome. Come on in, pull you up a seat, get you some tea. Clue is the only board game I completely suck at. Really, Angela? How long are you on Connect 4? We have had some knockdown, drag out fights here at the Palace over some Connect 4. So I won't tell you who shows out about the Connect 4. But, it might be an issue. Winning like Charlie Sheen. Oh. How have you been doing today, Susan? Have you been having a great Sunday? And did you get to see them grandbabies this weekend? Oh, you're so funny, Angela. Well, not on Sunday. No hookers on Sunday. Fun fact, the strip club closes early on Sunday, or at least they used to. Not real sure why, but they do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the strippers are tired from getting up early to go to church. So, when you're married, or I guess when you live with somebody, sometimes weird things just come up when you're sitting around. And does anybody know what actually pimentos are? We was talking about pimento cheese earlier. Does anybody like pimento cheese? I like pimento cheese. So the hubby goes to the Dollar General. That's what we have down here. We have a Dollar General like every mile. So the other day, every time he goes, he's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "It's always a surprise." He's like, "Because you asked carrots, I thought. You thought pimentos were carrots?" So he's like, "Do you need anything from the store?" And he's like, "It's always funny because it's always something very random that I ask for." Susan likes pimento cheese. Runkle of the Bailey on YouTube and Twitter is fantastic. Jurors' reaction in the court. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Thank you, Diamond Girl. Thank you. See, I like it when people share, something because somebody else's recommendation means a lot. When somebody's like, "Oh, you may like this," or, tell you about something, because you may not have ever heard about that if they hadn't told you. I'm going to write that down right now because I'm old and I will forget. Yeah. So anyway, I was like, get me some pimento cheese and I will have pimento cheese sandwiches this week for lunch because the prince is insisting on eating pizza rolls every day for lunch. Chili pepper, I think. Good guess. Good guess. So, anyway, we started talking about pimento cheese, and he said he wasn't eating pimento cheese, and he was like, "I'm not eating it. I don't even know what it is." And I said, "It's pimento cheese." I said, "It's made out of cheese." I said, "It's literally shredded cheese, mayonnaise, and pimentos. And it's, all mixed up." And then he was like, "Well, what's pimentos?" Good question. I said, "I don't know." I said, "I've never really thought about it." And then I was like, "Well, they come in like a little jar if you buy them by themselves." And so then I start thinking, I'm like, do I even know what pimentos are? And I'm like, should I be eating something that I don't know what they are? So then I had to Google it. A pimento is a variety of large, red, heart-shaped chili pepper. Yeah, so it is a chili pepper. But yeah, so I was like, that is a good question. I was like, maybe I've been eating something all these years that we're eating crap we don't even know what it is. Exactly. Exactly. So then I start questioning myself and I'm like, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I was like, it's just in pimento cheese. I was like, it's just kind of like a garnish. I was like, I don't even think it really, you know, I don't know. I was like, I've never thought about it. I was like, obviously I like it because I've ate it. So then I was thinking, I was like, what other things do I just take for granted that are good, but I don't really know what they are? So then I was like, what about capers? I was like, I hear capers in recipes all the time, and I was like, I'm pretty, and so I asked him, I was like, do you know what capers are? I was like, because I'm pretty sure capers are flowers. Does anybody know what capers are? I love pimento cheese on crackers. Yeah. See, I love pimento cheese, chicken salad, tuna fish, all that stuff. But he doesn't like mayonnaise. Like he doesn't like no mayonnaise, no ranch, no sour cream, no condiments like that. But yeah. So does anybody know what a caper is? So a caper is the caper bush. It's a plant, and it's like the leaf. Capers come from a prickly bush that grows wild. Yeah, so no telling what we're eating that we don't really know. Just a red pepper, not hot. Yeah, yeah. I'm Googling it. Yes, capers. I was thinking of those too. Yeah. Yeah, they're just little buds of a flower. No, but I love capers. I know they're nasty. Yeah, I don't think I like the taste of them either. I can remember we had them in some dish at a restaurant that I worked at, and I didn't think I liked them. And that's where I remember learning that they were like buds of a flower. Love capers and olive spaghetti. Maybe I just haven't had them in the right thing. So, can anyone else think of something that we eat that we don't really know what it is off the top of our heads, or that you think that other people might not know what it is? I did not know that. Something else that we were just randomly talking about was like, what temperature is beer supposed to be served at? Does anybody have a guess at that? What temperature is beer supposed to be served at? Susan says they are considered a fruit, and to me, it is strange. Oh, that capers are considered a fruit, or the pimentos? I would think that capers would be a spice. Are you talking about um, McDonald's odd pink stuff in their nuggets? People eat those almost frozen, ice cold, and I won't drink it. Capers. She says capers are a fruit. I would think capers would be a spice. Very interesting, Susan. Okay. What temperature should a beer be served at?
Cold.
Dennis says cold. Sarah says 43 degrees. MTT says almost frozen, ice cold, or I won't drink it.
36.
Somebody says 36 degrees. Anybody else want to guess? All right, there's 8 people, and we have one guess in the chat. Come on, people in the bushes. Have a little participation. Frosted mug, always, always. Thank you, Angela. If you're looking for summer work, we can get you a job out here on the Lido deck. Brits warm, Americans cold, and I need a bottle muggy to keep it cold. Some of us are a little bit more high maintenance than others. All beers should be served between 38 and 55 Fahrenheit. Lagers are served colder than ales. Stronger beers are served warmer than weaker beers. Darker beers are served warmer than lighter beers. Also, I read that the lesser quality of the beer, the colder it should be. So the cheaper your beer, the colder you want it. Also, another fun fact, we were at lunch yesterday and there was darker beers are not yummy. Well, that's your opinion, okay? There might be some people that like it dark. Only drink a beer when it is really hot, so I say as cold as possible. Yes, I agree. I do occasionally like I love Sam Adams seasonal, whatever the seasonal Sam Adams is. I like that. So yesterday at lunch, we had a lovely lunch. Of course, you don't, Sarah, because you don't like anything. You don't like anything. You're a picky bitch. Your words, not mine. Um, so we had a lovely lunch yesterday by the lake, sailboats. It was lovely. Two couples come in as we're, well, it was lovely for me. Somebody's food came out with sour cream all over it. But I had a lovely black and blue salad, steak, blue cheese crumbles, was great. Uh, so there's two couples across from us. Obviously went from around here. Okay. You could tell there was no roll tide in them. So the server is over there and they all got waters, or drinks or whatever. And so she comes back to take their order and they're inquiring about what beers they have. Hey, how's it going, Miss Nelson? Good to see you. I hadn't seen you around in a long time. Welcome. Come in, pull you up a chair, get you some tea. We're just chit-chatting. So the gentlemen start inquiring about what beers they have. One of the guys asks, do y'all have any IPAs? The girl says, no, we only have two IPAs. One's in a bottle, one's in a can. I'll go ahead and let y'all know this is not an IPA kind of establishment. Okay? Little fun fact. And so then I guess when the girl is rambling off what kind of beers they have, I'm going to go on a limb and say in the can, she says PBR. And one of the guys asks, is that a dark beer? For those of you that don't know, PBR, Pat's Blue Ribbon. I would say that would be your more of a budget-friendly beer. It would not be a dark beer. It would be very light beer. So it would be one of those beers that you would want to serve very, very cold. Very cold. IPA. How do you explain what an IPA is?
A fancy beer.
IPA is a fancy beer.
That's how I explain it.
It's I don't know. I'm not a beer person. They're like specialty brews, or I don't know. They have higher alcohol content, I think. I don't know. What? Oh, I'm trying to think of well, some bars sell PBR $1 a can. Yes, they do. I used to work somewhere that had PBRs on happy hour for a very, very low price. And a fun fact, I worked with a guy that used to order himself while he was on the clock PBRs and go in the back and drink them. And by the end of the shift, he would be drunk and broke after working a whole shift. So yeah. Fun fact. So if you ever have worked in the service industry, you have lots of crazy stories. If you've ever bartended or worked with the public, I guess, period. But yeah. So I just I was like totally laughing about that. And I told my husband, I said, I felt like she missed the opportunity. She should have encouraged that gentleman to get the Pat's Blue Ribbon so he could have gotten the full experience of, vacationing down here. Been like, what when in Rome, do as the Romans, right?
If he didn't actually order the beer, I would have stayed.
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but he said if the guy hadn't ordered the beer, he would have stayed. PBR and Natty Light, $1 a can.
Amen.
I quit being a waitress so I could drink on the job. Did prep cooking and dishes. I was 17 at Seafood Kitchen. Oh, I bet you were a lovely waitress, Angela. Bet you had some great customer service. So it's hard. I mean, it's even working in the back, it's hard. Just it's very, very hard work. I say that everybody should have to work in the service industry at least once. It will definitely make you appreciate when you go out. Also, fun fact, I have a friend that is waiting tables today that texted me right before we came on and said he got a $75 tip. So, I mean, it's very rewarding some days, just when you're about to lose faith in humanity and ready to cuss everybody and think you can't go on. Somebody does something nice like that and blesses you. Um, so that's what keeps you going back to it, really. So that it is very nice. So I miss it sometimes, and then we'll go out and I'll hear people being really, really rude, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't miss it. You threw a drink once or twice. I can see that. I I can envision that. I can envision that. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. I hope I at least made you laugh. If you are watching this on the replay, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Hit that like, subscribe, all the things, share. Thank you for joining me. And remember, do something nice for yourself and do something nice for someone else. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.